What's going on? Coach Matt and YouGoProBaseball.com here with the man Isaac Hess, former pro pitcher. We're going to talk about pitching today. We're going to talk about when, maybe what age, what should you start throwing a curveball, and also how to throw a curveball, because Isaac's got a nasty curveball. We were just playing catch. It's pretty freaking nasty. So let's talk about it. The curveball. You train young players. What's your whole philosophy on like when a player should start throwing the curveball?
It's probably one of the most common things for a young pitcher. As soon as he starts pitching the ball, he wants to throw a curveball right away. You know, they fall in love with the feeling of watching that ball curve, slide, move a little bit. It's more exciting than the fastball. First and foremost, if you're a coach watching this, you got to teach your pitchers. First off, throwing strikes is the most important thing. You got to be able to get the ball over the plate. Once they start learning how to pitch, they got to throw strikes. Then it's fastball command, being able to put the ball on the outside part of the plate or the inside part of the plate, up or down. After that, you really should be teaching the changeup after that. What is the reality of the world is everybody wants to throw a curveball. I believe that 12 years old is the earliest age you should start teaching a kid. Now, unfortunately, sometimes you'll go out to some of these tournaments and you'll see 10-year-olds throwing 50 curveballs in a game. I've seen that. It's heartbreaking, and it's something sometimes, I don't know if you've seen that, but you want to stop the game and ask the coach, what the heck is going on? Why is this happening? A, it's just not necessary. It's not a good fundamental for pitching, and B, it's going to crush their arm. Beyond the fact that it's going to hurt them, you shouldn't be allowing that to happen, because they should be focusing on throwing their fastball more often. If you watch any big league pitcher, 95% of big league pitchers probably throw at least 70 to 80% fastballs. I don't know if that's an exact number, so you got to be able to throw the fastball. First and foremost, there's not one exact way to grip the curveball throughout my career, but this is a pretty common way. You're going to grip it with your two fingers together on the inside of the horseshoe. I don't like to be on the outside. I like to feel like I can grip the inside of the seam. And then you're thinking, fastball, fastball, fastball. When you get here, you're just letting your arm be loose. You don't want to have tension. You want to just create top spin. You want to get out in front of that pitch and create top spin. So you're not trying to make it curve. The mindset is more to create the opposite of what a four-seam fastball is. Instead of having it be nice, clean backspin, we want to do the exact opposite and create top spin. We don't want to overthrow the curveball. It's going to make our curveball less effective if we throw it too much. B, it's going to hurt our arm if we throw it too much. And C, fundamentally as a pitcher, we need to focus on teaching our young pitchers to get ahead with the fastball and work off of your fastball. Have the mindset of letting your arm be loose and free when you throw the curveball. Don't try to make it curve. Instead, just create top spin. One way that you can do that is by learning how to flip the ball. Just being able to create that tumble is what you want to start with from a young age. From a young age, as a pitching coach or coach teaching your pitchers, you want to teach them to develop a changeup. And they should be throwing the changeup in warm-ups consistently, testing out different grips, trying to figure out what feels comfortable, what they feel confident in. And then once they do progress and kind of graduate to being able to throw a curveball, the priority in teaching them is telling them to just be able to throw it for a strike. Too often times we want it to be super sharp and nasty, when in reality, if it breaks, this much, it's gonna throw a hitter off enough to probably not want to swing or to get themselves out. Either soft contact, pop-up, a weak grounder. But if they can't throw it for a strike, then a good hitter is going to go back into the dugout and say, hey, the guy has a curveball, but he doesn't throw it for a strike ever. If you see it out of his hand, don't swing at it. So got to be able to throw it for a strike and think about doing that from a young age.
That's great tips. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments about how to throw a curveball or different curveball grips or at what age, whatever it is, hop down in the comment section below. Let us know. We'll hop down there and talk to you. Thank you so much, Isaac. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the next video.